portal sections greatly simplifies how you organize content in your rep's portal. So regardless of which department is actually releasing the content to the rep, it's going to make sense to the rep why it is where it is, and it's going to make it easier for them to engage in the content depending on where they are in their journey. Let me show you how it works. So under Settings, Portal Design and Branding, we have this new section called Portal Sections. And we've created some standard sections that we think are a great start for every organization. So we have the basics, foundational, advanced, and getting started. And I'll explain why getting started is at the bottom here in a second. Regardless of which department is actually releasing content, one thing holds true. There's going to be basic information, there's going to be things that are more advanced. And so we wanted to come up with a way where whichever team or department that is using ConveYour could put their courses and their content in these sections, and it can be cross-departmental. So here's what I mean. So in this basics section, as a salesperson, I might have under the basics some information about basic culture at the company. I'll also have a sales knowledge assessment because I need to go through that so that I can get assessed where I am in my journey as a salesperson in the company, and I might get other content like foundational content released to me depending on how well I did in that sales knowledge assessment. All right, now let's talk about this getting started section down here. The reason why it's at the bottom is because the order of your sections matter. That's how they will be reflected in the learner portal. And the getting started down here, if you are using ConveYour for recruiting and onboarding, it would make sense to put this at the bottom because as they get into their training and other content, the getting started items will push to the bottom. Okay, they aren't as applicable anymore. But if you're just using ConveYour for recruiting and onboarding initially, then those will be at the top. So let's move forward. So now, under each campaign in the learner portal section, there's a new field, and it's called Portal Section, where you can pick where this campaign will exist. Available campaigns where they haven't joined yet or joined courses will show up in this section once you select which portal section it should belong to. Next up is the order. So what's really nice about putting content in portal sections is that it makes it easier to keep track of the order in which you lay out the sections. Excuse me, the content. So instead of having to battle the order across all of your items, all of your courses, you can now do it on a per section basis. So this is a short introduction to portal sections. By all means, you can customize your portal sections. We just found that the ones that we have as a standard work across all departments, and I think you would really like them. Thanks for watching.